Hello students, how are you? I think you are fine. We are continuing the unit 5 of grade 10, that is physiological structure and life process. In it, we have finished about blood, then just general introduction of blood group mainly, in which we did that. Before that, we also did about blood circulatory system and blood circulation. But mainly, we have to repeat once about blood again, because here we have to continue it. Before it, you did about that blood is a fluid connective tissue and it consists of different components. So that continuity will be given. But before that, you have to think about one question I am giving on the board, that is given here. Just say it. Hemophilia is a sex-linked disease. You know, sex-linked disease means it occurs only one type of sex. Yes? Do you know who becomes victim of it? Yes, male only. Only men occur. That means in men only hemophilia occurs, in which the victim cannot clot blood at cuts. What will happen if blood is not clotting at cut? Yes, the person will die. Yeah. What is the cause of this disease? What causes this disease? That is the main question. You have to link the function of different blood components with it, and if you are not getting the answer, then you will get during this lesson. But now I will tell you that is due to deficiency of one type of blood cell. Can you say which type of blood cell? That is thrombocytes, or you can say what? Blood platelets. Yes? Okay. Now we are going to continue our lesson, but before that, one activity is given here. You are seeing that vessel, in which the vessel is given here with blood, and it is showing blood components in different colors. Yes, you have to study it, and here what to do, that is given here. See it. What are yellow, gray and red parts of blood? There are three parts of blood. You have to identify that what are they. Can you identify? No? Okay. Let's see. I think that will display. Now, next question is, what are the percentage of the components shown? Here they are blood components. So major components are two only. You know that blood consists of two parts mainly. You have studied about it. Blood consists of two parts. One is what? Plasma. And next one is blood cells or blood capsules. Same thing. Blood capsules. Instead of blood capsules, you can say blood cells only. Yes, there are two main components of blood. What is their percentage? Once you have taught, now you have to recall it. Yes, later I will write. Now next question is, which component of them have living cells? Out of these two components, which one contains living cells? So there is plasma. Plasma, you know that what is its percentage? Do not remember? That is 55%, about 55%. Not exactly, about 55%. And blood capsules is how much? About 45%. Yes. So here in these two, plasma consists of what? What did you were told about it? Plasma consists of, do you remember? About 90% of it water. I'm not saying that 90% of total blood of plasma. Consider this 50% is 100% for it. Then 90% is what? Water. And 8% is protein. Okay. Then 1% is water soluble salt. That was told you, water soluble salts. Can you give some examples of water soluble salts which are found inside our blood? They are NaCl, sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonate. Like that, these salts are found in it. And 1% others. What may be in others? Maybe carbon dioxide, maybe urea, maybe other excess salt, maybe hormones. Yes, so these things, those who are required for the cells and those who are formed in the cells as waste materials. Yeah, so that is the composition of plasma, about which you have already finished. Now we have to discuss about blood capsules. So blood capsules are of three types that term was given you. They are what? RBC, WBC and platelets. Platelets. Yes. There are some other name also. They are known as, RBCs are known as erythrocytes. You can say what? Erythrocytes. And WBC is known as what? Leukocytes. And platelets are called as thrombocytes. You should know these names because they will help you to remember the name of diseases caused by their efficiency and deficiency. Some to remember some protein related with it which play role in different functions. So when they need, I will introduce you. So up to this you were finished. Your last question is given what? What is given here? Which components of them have living cells? So here I told you that capsules are cells. So that is the blood capsules contains different type of cells. Red blood cells or red blood capsules itself is cell. Red blood cell, blue blood cell, blood platelets, that is also cell. That also has different structures of cell. We will see in structures under different headings. Okay. So it was about activity. Now look here, what is given? Protein 4% is given there. That protein is of what? Total blood 4%. But its 8% is here in plasma. Okay. So don't be confused. That is, here is given the value in what? Percentage in total. And here is given in what? Percentage in, no, here percentage total, here only in plasma. That means this 55% is total for it. So don't be confused in it. Water 50% is given, but here what is given? 90%. Not mistake. I have given you, and your book is giving that out of 50%, what is the percentage of them? So don't be confused. They are not incorrect. Here in my source from where I have taken it, that is given in this way. That is correct, but it is for what? Total blood. And it is for what? Total plasma, percentage of total plasma. It's okay? Okay. So your answers are here. Now, blood capsules and cells, as I told you that they are these three. We are going to read about blood capsules now. Okay. So what are blood capsules? How can you define? As you defined that plasma is a pale liquid found in blood, you can say that blood capsules are living cells found in blood. They are living cells found in blood. They are of different types on the basis of their shape, their function. They are categorized, they are classified in different types. Okay, friends? Now, see, blood capsules or blood cells cover what? 45% part of the blood. Yes, already given. Contain living cells called capsules. Yes, they are also called as what? Capsules. Capsules are of different shapes and sizes. In diagram, you are seeing that, look here, this is the biggest blood cell. It is what? WBC or leukocyte. WBC or leukocyte. And then this one is middle sized. That is what? That is RBC. But here it is labeled RBC. Yes, that is above RBC. And platelets, you may confuse that it is for that. No, it is over that cell. This cell, this cell, this cell. They are the smallest in size. They are platelets. So WBC, as RBC is called as erythrocyte, WBC is called as what? Leukocyte. Platelets is called as thrombocytes. Today we will study in detail about these blood capsules. Yeah. Different capsules have different function. Next point is what? Blood capsules are of three types. They are RBC, WBC and platelets. Already we have studied. That means we became familiar with the name only, not studied in detail. But now we are going to do about what? Red blood cells or red blood capsules, which is also called as erythrocyte. Look here, like not only RBC flows, with RBC, WBC also, platelets also flow, but WBC has sluggish movement and sometimes WBC passes out through the wall. It also happens. Although they are the biggest cell, but they can. Yes, that capacity is found in them. Okay, so here RBC, that is shape, if you see, look here, side view is given. It is about biconcave. Its shape is what? Biconcave. That means consider if it is a solid substance, in middle it is thinner and in marginal region it is thicker. You know, convex lens, concave lens, very similar to that, the shape. And here color is what? Red, that is red. And size, what did I tell you? Medium in size. So first point is given what? It is red in color and medium in size. Yes. Biconcave in shape, already finished. It has no nucleus, students. Out of these three blood cells, this RBC does not have, not only RBC and platelets do not have nuclei, do not have nucleus. But in young stage, that cell has nucleus. Later, it disappears. It has nucleus, but in which stage? Younger stage. Later, that nucleus disappears. Okay. So we say that because mature cells do not have nucleus, so we say that it has no nucleus. It contains hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, you can write HEMO also, but complete here HAE is used. And here hemo word is related with that HAEM word is related with what? Iron. You have learnt in metals that the raw material, I can say ore mineral of iron is hematite. Hem. So here hemoglobin. That means what? Iron containing globin is a protein. Like that one name you have studied is globulin. That was different. It is different. Globin and globulin are different proteins. Yes. So protein, globin and iron. These two substances are found here. Yes. And iron provides the red color of the blood. Because of this iron, the blood is red. And globin increases the capacity of carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide. Keep in mind, what does globin do? It increases the capacity of holding oxygen and carbon dioxide. That supports in their transportation. Yes. Okay. Its number ranges from 45 lakhs to 50 lakhs per cubic millimeter of blood. Not in whole body. In 1 cubic millimeter of blood, the RBC count is 45 lakhs to 50 lakhs. Here, why this so much difference is shown, 45 lakhs and 50 lakhs? In males and females, their number is different. In females, its number is 45 lakhs per cubic millimeter, but in males, it is 50 lakhs. That's why in our societies, hard work is for gents because they have more RBCs to carry to more oxygen to produce more energy. Yes. And those people who live in Himalaya region, they have more number than it because there is less amount of oxygen. So carriers are required more for their adaptation at such geographical region. Okay, that's why you have seen that our Sherpas have what? Red cheeks. Yes, you have cared. That is because of what? More number of RBCs. Yes, okay. Its lifespan is only 90 to 120 days. RBC forms and then it dies. The RBC which is forming in my body at this time will die in between 90 to 120 days. Yes, that means 3 months to 4 months. Automatically that they have to die. That means if we are not after working for that days only, they have to die. So you have to remember that the formed blood does not remain forever. It dies. Yes. Next, formed in red bone marrow. So at first you have to identify what are red bone marrow and yellow bone marrow. Bone marrow is that jelly-like substance which is found inside the bone. But red bone marrow is not jelly-like, it is porous bone in which some fluids are filled, blood-like fluids are filled. That is called as spongy bone. Spongy bone are that is red bone marrow. And the alloys, jelly-like substance filled in between the compact bones, that is called as what? Yellow bone marrow. In these bone marrows, the blood cells are formed. Okay? So, it is RBC is formed in what? Red bone marrow. Next point is given here. Where does it destroy? These, they destroy after that days, they pass in liver and spleen, and there at other time also they pass, but to die they have to go there. To die they have to go where? In liver and spleen. In liver and spleen. Spleen is also liver-like structure and it is also found very close to liver. Have you seen? Can you identify spleen? In Nepal it is called as pio. Pio. Do you know it? That is in the same color of liver but little bit darker and soft, rough. Yes, you have seen. That is called as spleen. So in spleen and liver they destroy, they die. Yeah. And function already I told you. What does it do? It transports oxygen and carbon dioxide. One thing you have to remember here. When the blood is carrying oxygen, oxygen, then it combines with what? HB, hemoglobin, and it forms HBO. I'm not writing that correct molecular formula. So here it is oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin. Yes, globin you know, yeah. And it is bright red in color, or you can say scarlet in color. And we say it that it is pure blood, oxygenated blood. These terms will be used later in other topics. And when carbon dioxide is combined with hemoglobin, then it forms HbCO2. That means these two are combined. I am saying that it is not correct molecular formula. Yes. So it is called as carboxyhemoglobin. Yes. And it is purple in color. That's why pure blood and impure blood are different in colors. Okay. Here remember that bright red color is because of oxyhemoglobin and purple color is because of what? Carboxyhemoglobin. Yes. And they flow in different type of blood vessels. In arteries usually, not in all, later you will be taught. In arteries usually that oxygenated blood flows, and usually in veins that means deoxygenated blood flows. Okay, because there is exceptional case. That's why I'm saying what? Usually. So what is the exceptional case? Later we'll study. Yeah. Okay. So that thing is additional here. When it transports oxygen, it is scarlet in color, and when it is carrying or transporting carbon dioxide, then it is what? Purple in color. Efficiency is causes polycythemia. Efficiency means if the RBC, number of RBC is more than required, then it causes polycythemia. That is a disease in which blood clots in blood vessel. Yes, in detail, not necessary to do, but it is very rare, not found in many persons, very few persons suffer with it. And its deficiency causes anemia. I think you know anemia. Yes, usually it occurs in pregnant women who do not get complete diet, I can say balanced diet, or less iron in their diet. In them, it happens, anemia, in which they become very weak. So it was about RBC. Now see about WBC or white blood corpuscles or leukocyte. Different types of WBC are found. Look here, monocyte, like that, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocytes, neutrophil. So there are different types of white blood cells. About them, I will give you some informations. But at first, see what are WBC. So just you can compare with RBC, white in color, largest in size, and no definite shape. No definite shape. Look here, they are of different shape. Here, that is the shape of blood cell, not that round. That round is only the space where it is kept. That is the shape of blood cell. So it is not definite. And another thing you can see that some of them are here, some of them have lobed nuclei, lobed in different lobes, multi-lobed, bilobed, multi-lobed, yes, and some have single nuclei. So single nuclei having WBCs are named as monocytes and lymphocytes, and those which have lobed nuclei, they are named as phil in the last, eosinophil, basophil, neutrophil. Their function and some other characteristics you will be taught that. Has nucleus which may be lobed or non-lobed. All of them are having nucleus. Number ranges from 4,000 to 11,000 per cubic millimeter. When a person suffers with disease, their work, means their function increases, work increases, load increases. So they also increase their number. And it gives the sign of infection inside our body, which is not seen outside. If inside our body there is infection, then also can be known by the WBC count. And if it is very more in number for a long time, then that is not common, not normal, that is abnormal and cause of a disease about which I will inform you. Here lifespan is about 2 weeks. Yes, shorter than RBC. It is formed in bone marrow in both, that is yellow bone marrow and red bone marrow. Destroys in liver and spleen as usual as RBC. It resists diseases. It is disease resistant. All of them resist disease in different ways. So in what ways I will introduce you. Its efficiency, I told you that it may increase. If its number is increased for a long time, then that is leukemia. Leukemia is blood cancer. Yes, and its deficiency causes leukopenia. Leukopenia is less immunity of the patient. That means the person has less immunity power, usually becomes sick, frequently becomes sick. Yes, that is about what? White blood corpuscles. Yeah. Now, what is its types also you have to see here, types and function. Look here. Here is given granulocytes and agranulocytes, but we can say granular or non-granular also. Okay. By both name you can know it. So what is granular WBC? Granular are granulocytes. So they have granules in them and their nuclei are lobed. Granular means that. And agranular or agranulocytes are those which have no lobed nucleus and no granules in them. So look here, neutrophils. Neutrophils has what? Lobed nucleus and there are granules in it. What is its function? Later we will do. Yes. And here eosinophil. Eosinophil is also granulated and lobed nucleus. Here nucleus is about separated. Yes, that is okay. Later I will give you. Here basophil. What is basophil or basophils? They are they also have what, lobed nuclei and granules. Yes, but your lobes number is different. That is determining their types. Non-granular or agranulocytes are what? Those who have no granules, those who have no lobed nucleus. Look here, single nucleus in it, no granules, and it is lymphocyte. And the last one is what? Monocytes. This monocyte also has single nucleus without granules. Okay. Now see about function of WBC one by one. Neutrophils, it protects from microbial infection. They engulf fungi, they engulf virus, they engulf what, bacteria. So they are engulfed by, you can say germs are engulfed by it. Generally it happens, that sometimes we start to be sick, that is a little bit water flowing and then little bit cough, and after 1 2 days be cured. That is because of our what? Strong these WBC. Yes, that means they fight against the germs, but sometimes it becomes for a longer time when they defeat. Yeah, okay. Eosinophils are related with allergy. So identify and destroy parasites, cancer cells, and assist basophils with allergic responses. Yes, so that is eosinophil. What is about basophil? Basophil is related with, as already given, allergic and antigen responses. Lymphocytes, which is non-granular, it protects against what? Viral infection and produces protein to help fighting infection. That means they produce antibodies. We discussed about antibodies in blood group. Yes. So they produce what? Antibodies to fight against diseases. And last one, monocyte, it helps to break down bacteria. Yes, and viruses that have been attacked by your immune system. So all of them are engaged in what? Yes, to protect us from different diseases. So they are what? Soldiers for our body. Yes, they protect us from what? Different types of diseases, all the WBC. Now see, that is blood platelets. And here two shapes of blood platelets are shown. Can you say why? It is normal shape. In normal condition, our blood platelets are found in this way. But when we have any cut, when we have injury in our cells, at that condition they form such hairy structures. At that condition only they become star-like, you can say, with projections. So it is activated platelet. They are activated platelets, and they are what? Passive platelets. They have no function, but when they have to do something, they have to do their task. At that condition they show hairy structures. Yeah, oval shaped and smallest in size. So natural shape is oval, so we have to say that oval, round. Yes, and color is also not any particular color. Yes, they have no nucleus. In younger stage also they do not have any nucleus. Number varies in between what? 2 to 4 lakhs per cubic millimeter of blood. What was the number of WBC? Yes, 4,000 to 11,000. And RBC? 45 lakhs to 50 lakhs. So its number is medium. Size is the smallest, but number is medium. Remember it. Now its lifespan is only 2 to 3 days. It does not survive for longer time. The smallest one survives for the shortest period. Yes, that link is you can make. Forms in red bone marrow as RBC, and it destroys in the spleen. It dies into what? Spleen. Clot, it clots blood, or they clot blood at cuts coordinating with what? Fibrinogen. In plasma also I told you that plasma helps in blood clotting, but not alone. How does blood clot? Do you know? In fact, when we have injury on our body, that produces some special enzymes. Yes, and that enzyme changes what? Fibrinogen into fibrin. So that enzyme is found in what? Platelets. And one thing here I am not writing, but you should know, I told once that these platelets are also called as what? Thrombocytes. They are also called as what? Thrombocytes. Yes, that term also you have to know. Thrombokinase is protein produced by them, and that changes fibrinogen into what? Fibrin. And when mesh of fibrin is formed over the blood cells, that locks the flow of blood and it forms clot. That may happen inside our body also. You have cared that when you are hammering nail and you hit on your finger, then what happens? It becomes red, black due to the blood clotting. Same thing happens there. Okay. Efficiency causes thrombocytosis and thrombocythemia. So, because the term thrombo is here, so this thrombo is related with it. Look here, thrombocytosis and thrombocythemia. Yes. So, thrombocytosis and thrombocythemia, both of them are disorders. Yes. So, that is due to efficiency. When its number is increased, that is also related with blood clotting. Yes. Now, next one is what happens when it is deficiated? It causes hemophilia. Hemophilia, about which we discussed that hemophilia is the disease in which blood flows continuously, does not stop, and in that condition the victim dies. Yes. So, it is due to deficiency of what? Blood platelets or thrombocytes. Okay. So, we have finished about RBC, WBC and platelets. Now, we have to compare them. Let's see. Here we are going to compare RBC, WBC and blood platelets on the basis of these points. At first, see about size. So, at first you do that. You do your work. Later we will compare it with the table. Do fast in one word, not necessary to write in sentence. Later when you are asked in exam, you will write in full sentence, but now you have to introduce just word. Size what? The biggest or smaller or what? You have to write just only that. Number, what per cubic millimeter. Function, what do they do? Only function. Nucleus, present or absent. Only that you have to write. Okay, students. Now compare your work. Is it similar to it? Similar to that answer? If yes, your work is correct. Here number. It's okay. Good. What are function? See here. Yes. Then nucleus, present or absent. What is your work? Similar. Shape. Shape is also very easy to mention: biconcave, indefinite and oval. Efficiency. What does cause? What is the impact of efficiency? So here polycythemia. And if WBC is efficiated, then what happens? Leukemia. And in the case of platelets, what happens? Thrombocytosis or thrombocythemia. Deficiency, anemia, leukopenia and hemophilia. I think you did well. So, today we have done about 3 types of blood cells. They are RBC, WBC and platelets, and here their sum up is also given on the table. Some more points you can give on the basis of some more things, but this information is enough. Yes, some more things also you can write. You can enlarge that table by adding some more points here. Yes. So, here RBC is the smallest, it is RBC is medium sized, the smallest blood cell, has no nucleus. What does it do? What happens in its efficiency and its deficiency? That is mentioned in the table. If you are preparing about this table, that will support you to read about characteristics of these different types of blood cells. Yes. Now see, what have you learnt? Which are following defenses from disease? Which are following defenses from disease? RBC, WBC, platelets or plasma? Here it is main function of which of them is to defense from diseases. In fact, in some extent plasma also do, but mainly which is disease defensor? That is what? WBC. Yes. Next question is deficiency of which of following delays the period of clotting? Delays the period of clotting. So it is albumin, fibrinogen, globulin or globin. Yes, very easily you have guessed. These proteins have different functions, but it is what? Fibrinogen, which helps in what? Blood clotting. Okay, here a table is given, column A and column B. Some informations are given below column A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and some informations are given below column B, A, B, C, D. Yes? So here you have to find out that which matching of them is correct. Which matching of them is correct? 1D, 1 is RBC efficiency causes polycythemia. Is it correct? 2A, WBC efficiency causes leukopenia. Is it correct? So like that you have to find out, you have to analyze, it will take time. Yes, do try. It is your duty. Okay. Now see which one is correct. C number, RBC efficiency causes polycythemia. 2C, 2 is WBC efficiency causes what? Leukemia. WBC deficiency causes what? That is 3A, leukopenia. Platelets efficiency causes what is remaining? That is B1, thrombocythemia or thrombocytosis. Yes? Okay. Now next question is which statement of following is true? RBC is the smallest blood cell. WBC has more than one nucleus. Blood contains fibrinogen. Here should be for all, not for one only. Yes. Blood contains fibrinogen that clots blood. WBC count is the highest in the body of adult. What is the correct answer? The most correct is what? C number. Blood contains fibrinogen that clots blood. Now here are some questions to which you have to copy and then you have to write in detail. That means whatever is given here, in some questions you have to write less, in some more, and you have to show to your teachers. Write in short about blood platelets. All informations related with blood platelets you have to write in paragraph. Okay. Write any 4 differences between WBC and RBC. You have differentiated to all of them. Give reason of following. Anemia victims feel very weak. Cause. Why does it happen? Okay, next one is leukemia is a type of cancer. Yes. Next question is related with that diagram. In diagram AB, I think you are familiar with that diagram. So remember, by giving the same diagram, different questions can be asked. So that thing also we should know. On the same context is given, question may be different. Look here, question is differentiate A and C in 3 points. A is here, C is here. You have to write differences between them. What are they? You have identified already that it is WBC and it is plasma. So what are differences between them? Yes. Now next one is which of A, B, C and D causes excess formation of RBC? Excess formation of RBC can be formed by what? So that thing you have to find out. If you have problems, search in other sources also, but I think you have done it. Polycythemia. Yes, you did. So where you have done, find out. So students, that's all for today. Next time I will be with some more classes, some more topics we will discuss. That's all for today. Namaste.